What's good, YouTube? What's up, Lions fans? I'm back with another Detroit Lions video breakdown. Today, I will be going down and breaking down the Lions vs. Commanders pregame. I'll be offering my thoughts, predictions, who's going to be good, who's going to be bad, if the Lions are going to go good or not. But yeah, let's get right into it. But first, make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't already, turn on those notifications to all. And if you feel the need to drop some comments down below. Now let's get into it. So, the Lions are coming off a embarrassing 28-24 loss to the Minnesota Vikings at home in Ford Field. It was a lot of disgusting football played by the Lions, undisciplined. It was ugly. A lot of injuries in the game too, so that got me worried. But coming off the bye week, the Lions seem to just be struggling a lot. We've seen it in round 2 when we played the Commanders and they bumped us out because we just played unbelievably bad football. But it's been a week since we've played the Vikings. Hopefully, we've gotten our act together since then. Our key players are still healthy, so that's good. On offense, at least. Defensively, we're slim on when our secondary is very stretched thin. But the Commanders are out without Terry McLaurin, who is a deep threat receiver for the Commanders. Luke McCaffrey, I believe, is out too. He's, I believe, the tight end. And JD5 is out with a horrible elbow injury. He broke it or dislocated it when they played the Seahawks. So first things first, shout out to JD5. Hopefully you get well soon, my boy. I hate seeing gruesome injuries like that. No, we all come to play a game of football. So wishing y'all the best, Jaden Daniels, and hopefully you get well soon, my boy. But I'm sure that's a season-ending injury. So regardless, get well soon, my boy. See you next season. But now, the Commanders, they're not the threat that you were in this last season. They've weakened. They've got the injury prone, the secondary. They got Marshawn Lattimore, and he's just been getting cooked by everyone and everything. So I'm not really worried about him. Lining up on weapons like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Laporta, Jamison Williams. So I'm not really worried about that. The Commanders, we are playing them in Washington, so that gives them a home field advantage. But it's really not an advantage when you're coming in and you're going to play a hungry Lions team that just got embarrassed at home. They got smacked around when that's not something you're used to happening for a few years now. So the Commanders are going to face a Lions team that's hungry for a win, hungry for revenge, and unfortunately for the Commanders, they are the first team in the Lions' path of getting back to complete control and domination of the game. I don't believe the Washington run defense is going to be able to stop, they're not going to really be able to stop David Montgomery, and they're definitely not going to be able to stop Jamal Gibbs. The last time we played the Commanders, before Jamal Gibbs and David Montgomery, they barely could stop DeAndre Swift, who's, I believe, at the Eagles now, but he's in the Bears now, my bad. But yes, our run game is going to be immaculate. It was shut down against the Vikings. Nothing we did against the Vikings was working. We came close at the end, but we couldn't get the job done. But I don't have any worries about the Commanders. Now, if the Commanders were healthy and strong like they were in the playoffs, maybe I'd be worried. I'm more worried about Philadelphia, but that's the game after this game. So I'm not going to talk about that this week. I'll talk about them next week. But the Commanders, kind of disappointing, but the Lions need the confidence boost back. They need the momentum swing back. So I think this is a game. Unfortunately for Commanders, the Lions are going to get it back. They're going to put up steady numbers. They're going to do whatever they want offensively. I believe we will be doing a lot of running this game because, no team can really stop a 1-2 punch of Sonic and Knuckles. So we should be running a lot. Wear down the defense, get it stretched thin and tired. And we might pass. Yes, we will pass, but it may not be as much as we'd like. But it's going to be a pretty simple game for the Lions. I don't see why the Lions can't put up 40 points after the way we got humiliated at home last week. Commanders with Marcus Mariota and not really any weapons on receiver or any receiver core. I'm gonna say the Commanders are going to put up probably 21 or 28. I'm leaning more towards 28, though. Game's going to be a little close. 28-40. Lions going to win, of course. The Lions just look better despite a few games of the three L's we've taken. Lions just look better. They perform better. They're able to function better as a team, as a well-oiled machine. If you know, you know. The Commanders are just looking sloppy. They're not looking the same. They've dropped from the second in the NFC East to the bottom, I believe. They're now at the bottom of the NFC. No, I think they're actually number 3 now, but the Giants are slowly making their way up, so I'm not too worried about the Commanders. But yeah, 28-40 is what I believe the final score is going to be. We're going to see touchdowns from Amon-Ra St. Brown. Of course, we're going to see Gibbs and Montgomery get a touchdown. Maybe give a touchdown to Williams. I know he's been a little quiet these last few weeks. Tesla or Laporta are going to have at least one. So it's going to be a good game. Jared Goff is also going to have a few yards. He's going to have, I believe Jared Goff could throw at least 300 yards, 350 yards passing, maybe. I believe he could be like at least 20 for 29 passing, 150 passer rating, maybe at least 4 or 5 touchdowns. We'll see. Hopefully no interceptions. I hope please no interceptions. But Dan, I know Dan has this team ready to go now after the last week. I trust in Dan Campbell. I believe in Dan Campbell. He's going to get the job done. He's done it before. We had bad games, but then the next week get it cleaned up and we're ready to go for the next week. So I have all the faith in the Lions. I have all the faith in Dan Campbell. I'm excited to see how we do on Sunday. It's a 4:25 p.m. game, so it's gonna be another game. I'm gonna have to wait to watch, but that's my Lions. I'll do it. Hopefully, as you can tell, my Panthers. I'm a Panthers fan next as well, so they're my secondary team. But hopefully, the Panthers can pull off a W as well. They beat the Packers last week. Thank you. I'm sorry my Lions weren't able to use their gift and get the W ourselves, but we still appreciate you. Keep helping us out, but let's go. We got this. We got this. Go Lions. And before I go, don't forget to drop some comments down below if you like what you see. Share, subscribe, and like the video. And I will see you all after the Lions-Commanders game. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday, y'all. Yeah, go Lions.